call on the next president of ICTU, Patricia of Unison.
Thank you, brothers and sisters, and well done. They're telling us we're all in this together. Well, we're not in it. We're not in any project that will cut and destroy our public services and destroy our private sector jobs. But we are together, and together with the people, and hopefully as this campaign grows, together with all of our politicians and all of our political parties in a very strong campaign to protect the people of Northern Ireland, our services, our welfare state, our NHS and our future. Just imagine a world that didn't have over there the fire service, or over here the health workers, the social care workers, the council workers, the civil servants, the cleaners, above all the cleaners who keep our schools, our hospitals, our streets, our parks, our cemeteries in a fit state for the citizens. Just imagine that world. And when was it their fault that some kind of global economic crisis happened? If the governor of the Bank of England can stand up in front of the TUC 2 weeks ago and say to the workers it wasn't your fault, it was our fault, then how dare any government tell us that it's our fault? We are not just saying no to cuts, no to privatisation, no to the attempt to dismantle the welfare state as we know and love it. We're going further and saying it doesn't have to happen at all. It is time that people were told the truth. The United Kingdom government is not broke. It is still the 5th wealthiest country in the world. And if they were to take some seriously real actions on behalf of the people, they would have all the money they need to fund our public services, develop our private sector and boost our economy. For example, they took £120 billion of our money and they bailed out the banks. The banks are back in profit. Where's the money? If they get the money back, the take for the people of Northern Ireland is £3 billion and not a single cut need be made. If they were to tax the wealthy fairly, the take for the people of Northern Ireland would be another almost £1 billion. If they were to get rid of the tax havens and take on the financial crooks, then the amount of money coming back to the people in Northern Ireland would be £250 million a year. And if they were to cancel a weapon of mass destruction they do not need, the replacement for Trident, which a former Prime Minister once referred to as Britain's military Willie, they would save billions of pounds for 40 years, and the people of Northern Ireland's take would be £200 million a year for the next 40 years. Now, those are straightforward things that a smart economist and a smart government could do. Stop frightening the people and telling them there is no money. But the next thing that needs to be done is keep your hands on the Northern Ireland Block Grant. We are a society coming out of conflict. You signed a peace agreement. You, the UK government, have an obligation to the people of Northern Ireland, whose money you raided for 40 years, whose public services are no bigger than they are in Scotland, England, Wales, but who spend on their public services, particularly areas like health and social care, care of the elderly, mental health, is much smaller than it is in England, Scotland and Wales. Try telling the vulnerable people in this society, the elderly, the infirm, the people with mental health problems, the people in despair, and try telling our children that they should pay for the mistakes of a corrupt capitalist system. We the people are saying no. And we're not just here on our own today as trade unionists. We are joined today not only by elected politicians, but we're joined by the community. And when we come out in another month's time, we want to see 1.25 million people mobilised, saying to their politicians, stand together, stand against Cameron and Clegg, tell them they're not touching our money, tell them it's our just desserts, tell them that the promises they made will be delivered, or it is the people of Northern Ireland they will face. I see no reason why they should not respond to that. I sincerely hope that's the conversation our leaders had yesterday with Cameron and Co. We're going to hear shortly tomorrow and in the coming days what the outcome of that is. But we're saying to all political parties, particularly those of you in power and in Stormont and in the executive, on this one and on behalf of all the people, you pull together. Because there's another group out taking protest action in Spain today. The grandparents in Spain are out in protest because the cuts in childcare are going to profoundly damage their children and their grandchildren. And that's the message we need to get through to our people, our families, our friends, in all of our communities. This isn't some high-flown economic argument. This is about whether we survive and we thrive, or whether they throw us into a depression, the like of which the people of Northern Ireland have never seen, and one which will last for at least 20 years. We say no, you say no, it's going to make a difference, and the next time we are here, we know that people will be out in their tens of thousands. Well done today. The fight